Have you ever felt as though certain people drain your energy or sabotage your well-being? These are toxic relationships, but what you might not know is how spirituality can be a powerful ally in protecting you from these negative connections. In this video, we'll explore how the universe is always by your side, guiding, protecting, and offering tools for your personal and spiritual growth. And what if I told you that every challenge in your relationships could be an invitation for healing and evolution? What are toxic relationships? Toxic relationships aren't just about occasional arguments or misunderstandings. They are characterized by consistent patterns of behavior that drain you emotionally, mentally, and sometimes even physically. These connections often involve control, manipulation, excessive jealousy, destructive criticism, and, above all, a persistent sense that your energy is being consumed. In practice, a toxic relationship can manifest in any type of bond: friendships, romantic partnerships, family ties, and even workplace dynamics. What defines toxicity isn't just the other person's behavior, but the impact the dynamic has on your internal balance. When immersed in such relationships, it's common to ignore warning signs like constant anxiety, low self-esteem, and a disconnection from your true self. One of the most challenging aspects of toxic relationships is the cycle of emotional dependency they create. You feel trapped in a mix of needing approval and fearing abandonment. This cycle is fueled by behaviors like emotional manipulation, promises of change that never happen, and guilt. It's as if every time you try to break free, something pulls you back. But why do we connect with toxic relationships? Often, the answer lies in unresolved traumas or family patterns that we unconsciously repeat. For instance, someone who grew up in an environment with little demonstration of love or affection may unconsciously seek similar situations, believing they must work hard to be loved. This creates an emotional trap that's difficult to identify without self-awareness. This is where spirituality acts as a guiding light. When we connect with our spiritual essence, we start to notice patterns that were previously invisible. Through this connection, we can understand that these relationships often serve as mirrors reflecting our own emotional wounds and life lessons we need to learn. Understanding what toxic relationships are is the first step to breaking the cycle. More importantly, it's recognizing that even in the hardest situations, you have the power to transform your reality. But how do these relationships impact your energy and spirituality? How do toxic relationships affect your energy and spirituality? Imagine your personal energy as a fully charged battery, ready to fuel your dreams, goals, and connection to the universe. Now picture a toxic relationship as a cable plugged into that battery, slowly draining all your vitality. This depletion isn't just emotional, it manifests on every level of your being, including the spiritual. Living with a toxic person can lower your energetic vibration, reducing your ability to attract positive things and connect with your intuition. When you're constantly dealing with criticism, manipulation, or disrespect, your stress levels rise, releasing cortisol and adrenaline into your body. This not only affects your physical health but also creates energetic blockages. These blockages hinder the flow of positive energy, diminishing your ability to manifest your desires and feel the universe's protection. Moreover, toxicity disconnects you from the present moment, a crucial element for spiritual growth. When emotionally drained, your mind tends to dwell on the past, reliving hurts, or fixate on the future, anticipating conflicts or consequences. This disconnection prevents you from recognizing the signs the universe sends, such as intuitions or meaningful coincidences that could help you make better decisions. Another profound impact lies in the loss of identity. Toxic relationships often weaken our self-esteem and make us doubt who we really are. This can create a spiritual void, where you start questioning your purpose and struggle to align with your life's mission. It's as if the other person's energy invades the space meant for your own connection with the divine. In practical terms, people in toxic relationships may experience insomnia, extreme fatigue, and a sense of heaviness in the body, all reflections of the energetic toll. Spiritually, this might manifest as a detachment from practices that bring balance, such as meditation, prayer, or even moments of silence and introspection. However, the universe never abandons us, even in the most challenging moments. It's always sending signals, such as that intuition urging you to leave a relationship or the appearance of people and opportunities that help you take the first step. Recognizing these signs is the first move toward freeing yourself from dense energy and reconnecting with your essence. When we understand how these relationships drain our energy and harm our spirituality, we begin to realize that the solution isn't solely in the external world but in an internal realignment. But how does the universe work to protect us in this process? The universe's protection against negative energies. You may not realize it, but the universe is constantly working to protect you from negative energies, including those that arise from toxic relationships. This protection isn't some distant mystical force but a subtle network of signs, intuitions, and synchronized events that guide you toward balance and freedom. The first mechanism of the universe's protection is your intuition. That inner voice, often ignored, is like an alarm sounding when something is wrong. Have you ever felt discomfort when approaching a certain person or situation? That's the universe warning you to pay extra attention. Intuition is a spiritual gift that connects us to higher dimensions of existence, helping us avoid emotional traps. Another aspect of this protection is what we call synchronicity. How many times have you come across a book, a lecture, or a person exactly when you needed it most? These events aren't coincidences, they are ways the universe brings you tools and messages to overcome challenges. Sometimes it's a friend showing up to offer support or a video that speaks directly to what you're going through. Synchronicity is the universe's way of saying, you're not alone. Additionally, the universe acts to block what isn't compatible with your energy. This might manifest as doors closing on situations you insist on keeping but that aren't healthy for your growth. As painful as it may seem, these barriers are forms of protection. For example, when a relationship abruptly ends or a toxic friendship dissolves, it might be the universe removing what hinders your spiritual progress. A powerful tool in this process is the law of attraction. When you start vibrating at a higher frequency, even amidst difficulties, the universe responds by attracting experiences and people aligned with this new energy. This principle is essential for breaking cycles of repetitive patterns and making space for healthy, balanced relationships. The universe also protects us through time. If you pay close attention, you'll notice that lessons from toxic relationships often reveal themselves gradually, allowing you to learn without feeling overwhelmed. This divine timing gives you the chance to process emotions, learn lessons, and rebuild your energy before moving on to a new chapter. Recognizing the universe's protection doesn't mean you should wait passively for change. On the contrary, it's crucial to be alert to signs, trust your intuition, and take the necessary actions to align your life with positive energy. But how can you practically and spiritually apply these tools? Spiritual tools to free yourself from toxic relationships. Freeing yourself from a toxic relationship is a challenging process, but when you use spiritual tools, the journey becomes lighter and more aligned with your essence. These practices help purify your energy, reclaim your emotional autonomy, and reconnect with the greater purpose of your life. Let's explore some of them. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools to restore inner calm and clear your mind. When you meditate regularly, you begin to dissolve patterns of anxiety and repetitive thoughts that a toxic relationship can generate. Guided meditation focused on emotional healing, for example, helps you visualize breaking energetic ties with people or situations that no longer serve your well-being. Another essential practice is energy cleansing, which can be done with simple techniques like using crystals, incense, or herbal baths. Crystals like black tourmaline or amethyst are known for their ability to transmute negative energy. Herbal baths with plants like rue and rosemary act as an energetic reset, eliminating dense vibrations clinging to your aura. Prayer and positive affirmations also play a fundamental role. When you pray, you're not just asking for help but opening a channel of communication with higher forces. Combine this with affirmations that reinforce your self-confidence and power, such as, "I am worthy of true love and respect," or "I release everything that no longer serves me." These phrases help reprogram your mind and align your actions with a higher vibration. A less common but incredibly effective practice is cord cutting, a spiritual ritual where you visualize breaking the invisible bonds that connect you to another person. This process can be done through visualization or with the help of energy therapy professionals. It's especially useful for times when, even after physically distancing yourself from a relationship, you still feel the other person's energetic presence. Another valuable resource is therapeutic writing, where you put all your feelings on paper without judgment. This practice helps release repressed emotions and identify patterns you might not have noticed before. At the end, you can even transform this writing into a small release ritual, burning the paper as a symbol of letting go. Never underestimate the power of self-care. Prioritizing your mental and physical health is a spiritual act because it shows the universe that you value yourself. Activities like walking in nature, practicing yoga, or simply reserving moments to take care of yourself help restore your energy and create a space of self-love that repels toxic connections. Each of these tools not only helps you free yourself from negative relationships but also strengthens your vibration and prepares you to attract connections that truly resonate with your essence. And when we free ourselves from these chains, something incredible happens. Our intuition becomes clearer, guiding us with precision. Now let's explore how intuition and self-knowledge are deeply intertwined. The connection between intuition and self-knowledge. Intuition is like an internal GPS, constantly guiding you toward the path most aligned with your essence. However, when we're stuck in toxic relationships, this inner voice can feel muffled or confused. Why? These connections create emotional and mental noise that distances us from ourselves, making it harder to access our inner wisdom. This is where self-knowledge comes in. The more we know ourselves, the better we can discern between external noise and the genuine messages of our intuition. Self-knowledge helps us identify behavioral patterns that might lead us into toxic situations, such as constantly seeking external validation or fearing being alone. By understanding these dynamics, you gain clarity about what you truly want in your relationships and spiritual journey. One of the main signs that your intuition is active is that feeling of, "I knew it." Maybe you ignored signs at the beginning of a toxic relationship, but something inside you already sensed it wasn't right. These perceptions are subtle messages from the universe, trying to warn you before emotional exhaustion sets in. Strengthening your intuition requires practice and intention. An effective way to do this is by dedicating daily moments to introspection. Reserve time for silence, without external distractions, and ask yourself, what is my heart trying to tell me? Over time, this practice becomes a habit, and the answers come more easily. Writing is also a powerful tool in this process. By journaling your feelings and reflections, you can identify emotional patterns and situations that weaken your intuitive connection. For example, you might notice that every time you ignore your intuition, you end up in circumstances that cause you suffering or stagnation. Another fundamental aspect of intuition is its connection to the body. Often, intuitive signals manifest as physical sensations, like a knot in your stomach or a lightness in your chest. Paying attention to these reactions is a way of reconnecting with your innate wisdom, which doesn't depend on logic or reason. When intuition is aligned with self-knowledge, you gain an unshakable sense of confidence. This means that even in the face of challenges, you know you're on the right path and have the power to make decisions based on the truth in your heart. With this strengthened connection, you not only avoid new toxic relationships but also feel more prepared to face the emotional wounds left by these connections. And this is where forgiveness comes in, one of the most transformative tools for healing. The role of forgiveness in emotional healing. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful and challenging spiritual practices when it comes to overcoming the impact of toxic relationships. Many people confuse forgiveness with accepting negative behavior, but in reality, forgiving is an act of personal liberation. It's not about excusing or forgetting what happened but releasing the emotional weight that keeps you tied to those painful experiences. When we hold on to resentment or grudges, we carry dense energy that drains our emotional and spiritual balance. This energy can manifest as a continuous cycle of negative thoughts, difficulty trusting again, or even energetic blockages that prevent the flow of new positive experiences. Forgiveness breaks these cycles, allowing you to regain control over your vibration. However, forgiveness isn't an automatic act, it's a process. The first step is to acknowledge the emotions you feel. Anger, sadness, frustration, all these feelings are valid and part of the human experience. Allow yourself to feel and express them in a healthy way, whether by talking to someone you trust, writing about what happened, or even seeking energy therapy. Once you've recognized your emotions, the next step is to shift your perspective. In many spiritual traditions, it's believed that the people who cross our paths, including those who hurt us, have a role in our growth. This doesn't mean justifying harmful actions but understanding that each experience has the potential to teach us something about ourselves. This change in perspective can open the door to forgiveness. A practical technique is forgiveness meditation. Visualize the person you need to forgive standing in front of you, surrounded by a gentle light. Mentally say, "I forgive you and release you. You no longer have power over my energy." This visualization can be repeated until you feel the weight of the situation begin to lift. Another approach is Ho'oponopono, a Hawaiian practice based on 4 simple but powerful phrases: "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you." This technique helps release not only the other person but also yourself, bringing a profound sense of peace. It's important to remember that forgiveness doesn't mean you need to maintain contact with the person who hurt you. You can forgive while still setting clear boundaries to protect your energy. Forgiveness is about you, about reclaiming your peace and making space for self-love and healthier connections. By practicing forgiveness, you not only heal old wounds but also raise your energetic vibration, aligning yourself with more positive experiences. And with elevated energy, you start to attract exactly what you deserve: harmonious and enriching relationships. How to align your vibration to attract healthy relationships? Everything in the universe is energy, and the relationships we attract into our lives directly reflect the state of our vibration. To break cycles of toxic connections and create space for healthy bonds, the secret lies in raising and aligning your energy. When you vibrate in love, self-confidence, and balance, you attract people and situations that resonate with that frequency. The first step to aligning your vibration is to cultivate self-love. This goes beyond liking yourself, it's about honoring who you are and setting healthy standards for your relationships. Practices like writing positive affirmations, "I deserve true love and respect," or "I am worthy of connections that nurture me," help reinforce this vibration. The universe responds to the energy you emit, and self-love is a powerful magnet for attracting what's good. Another way to elevate your energy is by creating an environment that reflects harmony. This includes not just physical spaces but also the people around you. Eliminate interactions that consistently drain your energy and invest in connections that make you feel valued. Remember, the energy of those around you directly influences your vibration. Gratitude is also an essential tool for aligning your energy. When you focus on the positive things you already have instead of fixating on what's wrong, your vibration expands. A gratitude journal, where you write down at least 3 things you're thankful for daily, is a simple practice that transforms your energetic state. Healing practices like Reiki, yoga, or guided meditations are profound ways to unblock stagnant energy and allow your vibration to align with higher frequencies. Conscious breathing is another powerful ally. A few minutes of deep breathing can calm your mind and balance your emotions, connecting you to the present moment. Lastly, visualizations are practical tools for manifesting healthy relationships. During meditation, imagine yourself surrounded by loving, respectful people who share your positive energy. This image creates a magnetic field that attracts these connections into your real life. Aligning your vibration isn't an instant process but an ongoing exercise in self-awareness and self-care. As your energy rises, you'll notice that old, toxic ties naturally dissolve, making way for relationships that align with who you are now. As we conclude this journey, remember that every step you take toward your energetic well-being is a declaration of love to the universe and yourself. When you understand the impact of toxic relationships and use spirituality as your ally, you realize that the universe is always protecting and guiding you toward healing. Freeing yourself from these connections isn't just about physical distance but about raising your energy and reconnecting with your essence. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and the universe never leaves you alone on this journey. Trust in the process, trust in your strength, and know that the universe conspires in your favor.